Small morning habits. Massive life results. The psychology of compounding success. Most people don't ruin their lives in one dramatic mistake. They drift. They snooze the alarm. Scroll instead of stretch. React instead of reflect. And over time, those tiny, invisible choices quietly shape the direction of their future. But here's the powerful truth. If small bad habits can slowly destroy momentum, small good habits can quietly build extraordinary success. 1. The invisible power of tiny decisions. The compound effect. Darren Hardy in The Compound Effect. Darren Hardy explains a simple but life-altering principle. Success doesn't come from one breakthrough moment. It comes from small, smart choices repeated consistently over time. Hardy calls it the compound effect, the same principle that makes money grow in investments. Small deposits, compounded daily, create massive results. Now apply that to your morning. When you wake up and hit snooze, it feels harmless. When you wake up and check social media, it feels normal. When you skip planning your day, it feels insignificant. But Hardy emphasizes that these insignificant choices are never neutral. They accumulate. One skipped workout, no big deal. One unplanned morning, not catastrophic. One distracted start, seems minor. But repeat that for 365 days, and you don't just have a bad morning. You have a completely different life trajectory. Hardy shares how high performers intentionally control their mornings because mornings create momentum, and momentum compounds. When you wake up 30 minutes earlier to read, reflect, or move your body, it doesn't transform your life that day, but over a year. That's 180.5 extra hours of growth. That's nearly 5 full work weeks invested into your future. The compound effect doesn't care whether your habits are good or bad. It multiplies whatever you give it. So the question isn't, is this small habit important? The question is, do I want this small habit multiplied for the next 5 years? Because it will be. 2. The morning sets your emotional standard. The Success Principles. Jack Canfield. Jack Canfield teaches a foundational rule in the Success Principles. You are 100% responsible for your results. That includes how your day begins. One of Canfield's most emphasized ideas is taking control of your state, your emotional and mental condition, because your state determines your performance. And mornings are when your state is most impressionable. Think about it. Before the world interrupts you, before emails, notifications, and responsibilities flood your attention, your mind is open, suggestible, moldable. If the first thing you consume is stress, comparison, or negativity, that becomes your emotional baseline. But if the first thing you create is clarity, gratitude, or intention, that becomes your standard. Canfield often speaks about visualization and goal review as daily habits. Many high achievers he studied begin their mornings reviewing their goals, visualizing success, and affirming their intentions. Why? Because your subconscious doesn't know the difference between a vividly imagined success and a real one. When you visualize in the morning, you prime your brain to look for opportunities aligned with that vision. You don't drift into your day. You design it. And here's the psychological shift. If you don't decide how your morning feels, your environment will decide for you. Canfield's principle of ER equals O, event plus response equals outcome, applies perfectly here. The alarm ringing is the event. Your response, snooze or rise with intention, determines the outcome. Successful people don't control every event. They control their response, and they practice that discipline first thing in the morning. 3. Your morning reflects your expectation. Your best life now. Joel Osteen, in Your Best Life Now, emphasizes something deeply psychological. Your life moves in the direction of your dominant expectations. If you expect stress, you prepare for stress. If you expect opportunity, you prepare for opportunity. Your morning habits reveal what you expect from your life. Osteen talks about starting the day with faith-filled declarations, speaking positively about your future, even before you see evidence of change. This isn't denial, it's alignment. When you wake up and say, "This is going to be a productive day," you're not predicting the future. You're positioning yourself. You're telling your brain what to filter for. And neuroscience supports this. Your reticular activating system RAS filters reality based on what you repeatedly focus on. If you focus on problems, you'll notice more problems. If you focus on opportunity, you'll notice possibility. Osteen encourages readers to begin each day with gratitude and confident expectation, not because life is always easy, but because belief influences behavior, and behavior compounds into results. If you believe today matters, you'll act like it matters. If you believe your future is promising, you'll make decisions aligned with that future. But if you believe nothing changes, your habits won't change either. Your morning routine is a vote for the life you believe you deserve. Do you rush because you expect chaos? Or do you center yourself because you expect growth? High achievers don't just manage time in the morning. They manage expectation. They wake up as if their future is worth preparing for, because it is. Your life is not shaped by one big decision. It's shaped by one small decision, repeated. The snooze button, the scroll or the stretch, the journal, the intention. Compounding never stops. The only question is, what are you compounding? If this message resonated with you, don't try to change your entire life tomorrow morning. Just change the first 10 minutes. Wake up, breathe deeply, speak one intention, move your body, read one page. Small, consistent, intentional. That's how massive life results are built. Here at Awaken Mindset, we believe transformation doesn't begin with pressure. It begins with awareness. So tomorrow morning, before the world rushes in, choose differently, because 5 years from now, you'll either thank yourself or wish you had started sooner. Start small, but start, and let compounding do the rest.